Welcome to Game Veda. In the first episode of this series, I'll be showing you what all the motion blocks in mBlock 5 do. Let's begin. First up, the move block. How this works is depending on the amount, like the number in this white space. When you click on it or use an event block, which I will explain in a different video, it's it moves the amount of steps you put in. So I'm going to click on it. As you can see, the panda is moving. Next, the 10 degrees block. There are actually two of these, and they both make the sprite 10 different directions. This one makes the sprite move this way. The other one makes it turn this way. Next up, the go to block. You can select what it goes to. You can make it the mouse pointer or random position. I recommend random position if you're just going to click on them. Now it goes on to any position on the screen, no matter what. Next, the go to X and Y block. It basically sends the sprite to the coordinate or location you put in. So if I make it go to 0, 0, if I press this, it would go to that place. Next, glide the amount of seconds to the place. Here, it would take the amount of time you put in to glide somewhere. So if I do 0.5 and I do random position and I click, it will take 0.5 seconds to glide somewhere. Next, glide the amount of seconds to X and Y. Similar to the other one, you put in the amount of time you want it to take, but this time you put in the coordinate or location you want it to go to. So I'll make this go to X10, Y20. Oh, when I press this, it does that. Next, point in direction. This basically makes it so that it points in a certain direction. So if I make a point at one direction 180, when I click on it, it would, turn all the way to that one. This is a very quick alternative to the 10 degrees. Next, point towards. This one makes it so that it points toward what you select. So if I make it point towards the mouse pointer, since my mouse is over here, the one that's moving right now, when I click on this, it would point there, kind of. Next, change X by. This makes it so that instead of using the move amount of steps, it only changes the X or Y. So if I do change X by 10, it only changes the X by 10. Change Y by 10, only changes the Y by 10. Then set X to. This one only changes the X. So I can make the X 10. And as you can see, it'll keep the height, like how high it is, but it won't stay in the same place. It will move either left or right. Next, the set Y to. It works the same as the set X to, but the height. So if I click this, it changes the height. Next, if on edge bounce. This is useful if you're making it so that it moves around. So basically, how it works is, for example, it's touching the edge. If I click on it, it bounces. Like it bounces as in it changes. It does the opposite direction it was facing before because it's touching the edge. Next, the set rotation style. This is useful if you're going to move it around a lot in your code. So you can set it to left, right, don't rotate, or all around. Then these ones are for like these ones are like condition blocks kind of. If you put it into a space, then it would do the stuff. So it says set x to y position, meaning since my y is -129, it would my x will change to -129. So let's see. It just went to -129 because my y position is -129. It's the same thing with the x position. If I'm going to get a set y2, if I set my y position to maybe a completely random number, then I click on this, the y would get set to my x position. So as you can see, -129, -129. Then the direction, it's the same as the other one, but for the direction it's going. So I can make it change x by the direction. So look, that's how far I went. This is all for this episode in the series. Like, subscribe, and share this video with your friends. Bye.